All right, let's settle on what our next assignment is with STEM scopes. And I believe it has the title of, web surfing science. So within the same kind of idea of properties of visible light, we have web surfing science. And let's click on that. And right here, let's click on it again. And so within properties of light, we have three different sites. One of these sites, this site right here, when you click on it, it'll take you there. You click on that site and it gives you information on electromagnetic radiation. You click on this site and it will take you so you can learn about types of electromagnetic waves. So really, each site kind of provides you with some information about a topic. And then the last one is, it looks like a YouTube link or URL, and it says Let's Wave. It says video on mechanical waves. So two of the websites discuss ideas on waves, and then the very first one is, it may or may not be related to waves, but this says electromagnetic radiation. So electromagnetic radiation. The next one's about electromagnetic waves, and the next one's on mechanical waves. So let's look at the worksheet so we can see what we would do with each website. So if you click on this, what should we do with it, right? What's the information? So let's click on this first one. And you can see here's the website, and it gives us a graphic and some information. We have some stuff that we could click on. So we read through this information, and then our responses are based on, and this is on your STEM scopes, it's a worksheet you can type into, and it says, so based on this website, it says, how are electromagnetic waves produced? What is electromagnetic radiation? Dual personality. So they talk about both of these topics in that website. What we need to do is find that information in there, right? So we need to read through it and try to figure out, how is electromagnetic waves produced? So just as an example, let's see if we can't go and find it again. So right here, electromagnetic waves are produced by blank, 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 blank. So here we can see that it provides us some information on that. And then the second question about this one was this idea of dual personality. So just by scanning through this, I can already find the areas where we could potentially use this information to write answers for the worksheet. Dual personality, and what are the ways that electromagnetic waves are produced. Now the second website is going to go in a similar pattern. It says types of electromagnetic waves. So I'm going to go back, click on this next one, which is part 2 of the worksheet. So it says part 2 of the worksheet. Part 2 of the worksheet right here is this URL right here. And the website is called Ducksters. Alright, don't pay attention to all these ads. Let's see here. But the main information is in this central area. It gives us a graphic, just like the one before. And our idea is to try to understand more of what is called electromagnetic radiation, or electromagnetic waves, right? Let's look at the worksheet. What are the different types of electromagnetic waves? And we have them right here. Electromagnetic waves are classified according to their frequency, so whatever frequency means. And they're listed right here in this graphic. They're the blue bubbles, and the names within them are the different forms of electromagnetic waves. But they also are described in more detail here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So each one of these is a form of electromagnetic wave. And they differ based on, if I go by this, it says different waves are classified based on their frequency. So maybe we can learn a little more about what they mean by this thing called frequency as we kind of study these different types of electromagnetic waves. On the electromagnetic spectrum, where do gamma rays fall? So on the spectrum, where do gamma rays fall? So we could do two things. We can look right here, and so you could click on this picture and see it larger. But gamma rays are on the far right side over here. And what did it want us to, it says on the electromagnetic spectrum, where do gamma rays fall? You could say, well, on the far right, but that's not enough information. So you'd also say on the far right where, and you could say on the far right where the waves look really tight, so you could describe what you see here. You could also describe based on this area, this idea called frequency. We may not know exactly what frequency means, but this information right here, this 10 to the something power, it looks like 10 to the 20th power, roughly. So we could use this information right here in what we see with the waves to describe gamma rays. You could even use temperature. So you could say, well, it looks like pretty high temperature associated with that wavelength. So its energy and temperature are related, and waves energy and temperature are related. So, and this idea of frequency. So you could report on this stuff based on gamma rays. Remember, it'd be easier to see if you clicked on the picture, but you can also just go down to gamma rays right down here, and you could talk about it a little as well. The third site is Let's Wave. What are two types of mechanical waves? And explain the graph shown in the video. So we already know that this YouTube link is going to talk about two types of mechanical waves, and it's going to talk about a graph. So we can go back, go to YouTube video.
Welcome to today's lesson. Our topic is mechanical waves.
All right, so we can see that that's exactly the topic, just like we thought. It's going to tell us about what waves are. It's eventually going to give us examples of the two main categories of mechanical waves. And let's see if can't find the graph here. So, and this would be the graph that they're talking about. So our goal is to view this graph, listen to what they're saying about it, and then explain it as best we understand. So watching the video about the graph, listening to them talk about the graph, and then us, there's a lot of lines here. So there's plenty of space for you to report on anything that you know about the graph and what it's saying about mechanical waves. Remember, this video is about mechanical waves. All right, good luck.